Dumelang. I hope everyone's doing amazing. My name is Botlhale Modisaotsile, and welcome to my chess channel. You know how chess is a very calm sport, so I just, decided to keep it calm, because we talk about chess. But since it's a chess channel, let's get right into it. So yeah, Botlhale is the name. Modisaotsile is the surname. My second name is Purula. Yeah. So let me just give a meaning before I get into the Q&A. Let me just tell you where I'm from. Kempton Park, Gauteng, born and raised, and yeah, ke Motswana speaking gent this side. Botlhale means intelligence in Setswana. Purula means page over in Sepedi. So do you see how my two names go together? Wisdom and paging over, or intelligence and paging over. We are paging over these books to grow the knowledge that we already have. So that's me. Then Modisaotsile means the shepherd has come. So here's the shepherd. He's right here, giving you a YouTube channel. Right. So yeah. What will you be expecting in terms of this channel? You may ask. Well, I just think if I can really break it down, I would say that just expect chess related content. One thing I want to highlight is that I've played 180 over the board games, so I'll be analyzing those one by one. I don't know how much time that's gonna take me, but yeah, it's gonna be like a series of my chess in real time. So watch out for that. I'm still thinking of ways of going about things. I mean, the channel is in its infancy, but I really want to find a way to go about doing things, and you'll see that this laptop's gonna move because it's on my lap at the moment. I just decided to go with the authentic approach. I wanted to plan a date for this Q&A, but I was like, nah, let me just shoot it, get it out the way, keep it moving and whatnot. I'm even playing in a tournament tomorrow, so yeah, there's that. If I happen to upload the video later than the day I shoot it, which is this one, if I happen to upload this video later than this day that I'm shooting it now, today is the 16th of June, so the tournament that I'm referring to is one that's happening on the 17th, which is tomorrow. I'll be playing in the Ekurhuleni trials. Hopefully that goes well. I'm number 8 on the list out of I think 17 or 18 players, but chess is chess. Let's see what happens, man. I'm gonna give it my best shot. Win or lose, you learn. That's how it is. And a lot of what I'm saying will be directed at the questions that I'll be answering. So the questions are on the phone, right? There's no order about this. I'm just gonna unlock my phone, dive straight into the questions, that sort of thing. So here we are. Question number one. Yeah. When did you start playing chess? Right. So this really has a lot to do with my schooling career. I went to school in Moiffontein Primary. That's when I met the beautiful game. Obviously I was, well, not obviously because y'all don't know, from 2005 to 2011 I was at Moiffontein Primary. I'm old. 2005 to so yeah, from 2005 to 2011 I was at Moiffontein. So in the year 2009 I saw just people playing chess, and I was like, yo, let me get right in as well. Let me play the thing too. I also know how to make moves. Well, I also didn't know really, but yeah, I learned over time, and then I became a chess player. Yeah, so 2009 was when I started, and the year is 2023. But one thing I do want to say though, from 2009 to 2016, so my high school career was from 2012 to 2016. I was at World School Birchley, or Birchley High. My chess only took a turn for the better in my matric year, because that's when I was exposed to my first rated tournament. From 2009 to 2016 I was just playing chess. I just knew the moves. I didn't even know castling, I didn't know en passant. I knew how everything else moved. I knew how to checkmate, all that stuff. I didn't know a rook king checkmate. Oh my gosh, can't believe I said that, but I didn't know a rook king checkmate at the time. The knight bishop checkmate is still hard to pull off, I must admit. But yeah, there are like quite a lot of things I didn't know in that time frame, from 2009 to early 2016, because my maths teacher in 2015 He passed away, may his soul rest in peace. My late maths teacher gave me a number of chess books, and he also gave me this CD he gave me a CD called Chess Master. Yeah, actually, it was myself and my girlfriend at the time who got hectic, who were like interested in chess because we were playing like chess in a class, and then she broke the news to me that she's into me and stuff, and then sometime afterwards we were like both interested, and he was like, and my dad's teacher at the time was really a fan of chess. He was like, no guys, here's a book for you, that sort of thing. And then I got the CD because I said that I want to play professionally and stuff. I want to be better than what I am. So he was just like, no, since you're the one that's more serious, let's give you the Chess Master CD. Don't know where it is now, but it really like opened my eyes to a whole lot of things, I must admit. Quite a lot of the stuff I know is because of that Chess Master software. So big ups to that. 2016 went up from there. Played in tournaments, learned a bit more, found out there were chess books and all these things. So when I played in my first rated tournament, which one is it? You're like, this first rated tournament, which one is it? Gauteng North Open in Tshwane, and then Tshwane Chess selected me to represent the under 20C team, and from there things looked up, but let's answer the questions and not digress. I don't want to digress too much. What captivated you in chess? So chess being a strategic sport is a game. The people call it a game. It's also a sport. It's a sport. You compete. What captivated me in chess was the strategy, man. You have to think to get the winning movements going. This English is not even coming together, but I hope you get what I'm saying. You need to have the winning moves, the winning strategies, the winning combinations. I think that makes more sense. The winning combinations and the winning strategies. So I'd say the beauty of thinking and strategy is what attracted me to chess. I believe that I'm a smart individual. And also now that I'm at it, there's this stereotype that chess is only for A students and stuff. When I fell in love with chess, I was an A student in primary school. I was really good academically. But chess is not for, let me not say it's not for, but it's not limited to A students. In fact, I don't know if this was a book I read some years ago, but there was a book, it said something along the lines of, I'm just quoting the book, I'm not saying I'm just saying, hore, it was like, usually it's the slightly above average or average performing students that do really well in chess, that sort of thing. But chess is for everyone, definitely play chess. If you're watching this video, play chess. Chess is for the people, it's a beautiful game. Just wanted to point that out there. But I was saying, in terms of my story, going back to the story, I was like, since I'm good academically, I also want to be good at thinking, and what better way to think than think about moves? And what game has moves? Chess, And I just fell in love because I was like, oh my gosh, so much strategy, so much thinking. I want to play this game, And to this day, I'm still playing this game. If you all are wondering how old I am, I'm not that old really. I'm 24. So as I've stated, I went to school, Fontaine Primary, 2005 to 2011. And then 2012 to 2016, I went to Botlhale High. 2011, I was a prefect at Fontaine and an admin leader in 2010, also at Fontaine, of course. Then 2016, I was the deputy head boy of culture, and I was also chess captain. Then 2017, I went to Rhodes University, Bachelor of Arts in Politics and Economics. That's what I got, degree number 1. Degree number 2, also from Rhodes, Bachelor of Arts with honors in Economics. And then I went on to do degree number 3, which I've not obtained yet, Master of Economics. So I'm just waiting for my results, and then graduation in October. Manifesting it, calling it, knowing that that's what's gonna happen. Can't wait, so excited. Okay, cool. Then who's your favorite chess player? That's the next question. I'm my favorite chess player. Botlhale Modisaotsile is my favorite chess player. In all honesty, I may not be the best chess player. I'm rated 1400 right now. But I'm my favorite chess player. Case closed. I back myself. Well, okay, sure. Backing yourself and being a favorite is different. So to really, really answer the question on a very serious note, um, right now, I would say, the leading GMs. If you go look at the world top 10, I model from them, so they are my favorite right now. But if you talk about, the legends that have really paved the way, the legends that have left us, I'm talking about your Bobby Fischer and your Jose Raul Capablanca or Jose Raul Capablanca. Yeah, I really draw a lot of inspiration from their games, and I'm really trying to see how their ideas came to being. I have a lot of chess books, not only about them, but I have a lot of chess books that I'm really trying to read and learn from. And also, chess books are not novels. Don't just think because you finished like 100-page book you've got it all covered. That's not the case. And also, what I'm saying is actually a quote from a book by, hope I'm pronouncing this right, um Davorin Kuljasovic, How to Study Chess on Your Own. He said that chess books are not novels. He's a GM. Yeah, he said that chess books are not novels. So you don't just finish a chess book. If there's something you don't understand, go back to it, enhance your understanding, that sort of thing. So yeah, that's that. What are your achievements by far? Okay, now can I cover that question afterwards? Because I have a set of questions that I put together. Yeah, I'll get to that one though. What is your goal in your chess career? I should have gone. I should have answered that question, the one that I read first. But I'm gonna answer both of them anyways. I'm a bit nervous about answering this one because your opponents are the ones that are watching this video. This is a chess channel, so they'll be there like, yeah, we know your goal. We are coming for you. But I'm gonna answer it anyways, because chess is as much as chess is a competitive sport, it's all love at the end of the day, win or lose, it's all love. We show each other respect. It's a game of class, of kings and queens. So as much as it can get ugly on the board, we love each other at the end. We say that, this was a beautiful game, and we both take something away from it. So yeah, to answer the goal question, let me not beat around the bush. To answer the goal question, and I said I'm rated 1400. In the short term, I'm hoping to hit 1600 because my Chessa rating my standard rating is 1392. My hybrid rating is 1405, so 1405, and then my FIDE, which is your international chess rating, my FIDE rating is 1460, 1460. So my highest rating out of those three is the FIDE rating. I'm closer to 1500 there, so I'd like to hit 1600. Before the year ends, or when the year ends, or at the start of next year, just January. Happy New Year, 1600 rated player. That's the target. But if we're talking long term, and before I get to the long term part, the plan is just to gradually increase the rating. So 100 points, 100 points, 100 points, 50, 50, 100, depending on where I'm at. So the ultimate goal is to get a title before I die, before I die. I wouldn't say really before I die, but just in my lifetime, I want to see myself, as I'm still living, I want to see myself get a chess title, whether it's international master or grandmaster. Just gonna take my time. If I have to work for it, well, I am gonna have to work for it. I have to work for it. I'm gonna work for it, make sure that I see it at some point in time. Could be 10 years from now, could be 20 years from now, could be tomorrow. Jokes. But yeah, let's just see where that goes. Yeah, that's what it is. Then the next question, what are your achievements by far? Let me just get it right. Check it again. What are your achievements by far? Yeah, in chess specifically. So my achievements, I would say my most recent achievement was finishing. Okay. Yeah, I was finishing second with my team, the Sarah district team, because remember I was at Rhodes last year. So Rhodes is in Makanda, Eastern Cape, and Makanda is part of Sarah district. So as we were a part of the Sarah district team, we finished second in the Eastern Cape Interprovincials. We finished behind Ortambo Chess Union, so that would have the people from UFH, University of Fort Hare, which is in Alice. So we finished second. I'd say that was a key achievement for me. In the same year also, Rhodes Chess won the league against UFH, Husu. I was part of the first team, so that was really something for me. I only managed to play 6 games out of the 10. Um, yeah, I couldn't go to all the games because in the one day where there was 4 games, I think it was 4 games. Yeah, I missed 4 games. In that one day, I had to attend to a leadership event because I was in the SRC as well. I was president of Rhodes University SRC last year. Yeah, so in the other games that I played 6. I won 4, I drew 1, and I lost 1. And yeah, we won the league, the Eastern Cape Students Team League. And yeah, that was a really great moment for me. Then as an individual, I finished with 4.5 out of 5. The only tournament where I finished unbeaten to secure first place at a tournament called Legends Chess Club Open. I was actually tied for first, but I was first on tie breaks. I was first. Then my bro, who was second, Lucas Mguni, he was second. And then Lindo was third. He's also from Rhodes. Lindo Mkadi. Yeah. So, yeah, top 3. Top 3, we did it. Left with prize money as well. Very nice highlight for me, And then just before, so the Sarah Batman second place finish was in October. The winning of the league was September. The Legends Chess Club win was actually a year ago today, 16 June 2022. Well, obviously today, 16 June 2023. And then prior to that, just before that, I secured a medal at the Nelson Mandela Bay Trials, a bronze medal, 3.5 out of 5. That was in early or late May, I can't remember, but yeah, in May, in the month of May. Yeah, like 2022 alone really gave me a lot of medals. And I must say, 2022 was really the year, But then if there is an achievement that I would love to highlight, which was before 2022, was 2018, where I finished as the top South African in the SA Under-20 wildcards. And one thing I want to note is that I was the lowest rated in that group. There were 9 of us. I was the lowest rated with the 959. The winner, who's from Namibia, Dudley Norseb, I think he was 1600. I don't know what his rating is now, but I think it was 1600 at the time. Yeah, so there was that. I finished with 4.5 out of 7. So I had 3 wins, 3 draws, and I only lost to the eventual winner. So I was the top South African, and being the lowest rated and, representing Tswane's developments at the time was really great, I'm actually from Ekurhuleni, Kempton Park, Gauteng, so the question of how I got to represent Tswane was from the tournament, that my first rated tournament ever. It was a Tswane tournament, and they said, represent us at the SAJCC, and yeah, from there it was smooth sailing. Everything went well. I'm currently a team manager for Johannesburg Metro. I'm a South African. I study in the Eastern Cape. I live in Gauteng. That sort of thing. So wherever I'm at, wherever the chess journey takes me, I'm there. That's me. Let's see. So those are the achievements. Yeah, those are the achievements. Am I missing anything else? Oh, okay. One thing I want to point out, I would say that a lot of my achievements are probably, or I would like to say that my achievements, I would say, in the one games, the single games, would be beating higher rated opponents. So that's what I would say would be small achievements. Say that I beat someone who was like maybe 200-300 points higher rated than me, or I beat an opponent where in a very tight situation where I was probably losing and I ended up winning, and there are games where I'd be winning and I'd end up losing, that sort of thing. Yeah, and that's also one thing I want to point out. The channel is actually gonna cover the games that I've played in chess. I don't know how long that's gonna take me, but yeah, we're gonna do that. Follow the chess journey. And also some interesting content. I'm still thinking about it. If you have any ideas, please do not be shy to let me know and holla at me. Feel free. Next question. What can we expect from you out of chess? Going to tournaments, coaching. I'm not a qualified coach. I don't have like a qualification per se, but since I'm rated 1400, I'll coach you if you like 1000 rated and below, or around 1000 rated, because I know that the rating difference. But it depends really, because I still think that if you like maybe just above 1000 rated, you probably have a chance against me. But I won't give you that chance. You have to, show me that you want to beat me, But jokes aside, on a very serious note though, I'm looking into coaching. I'm looking into playing more tournaments. I want to keep on playing more tournaments. This year has really been a very active year thus far. I've played in 4 tournaments. I'm about to play my 5th one tomorrow. And then I'm about to play one in East London. That'll be my 6th tournament. The tournaments have not been going so well this year. But the last tournament I played in was actually quite alright. I finished joint 3rd. I think I finished 5th in that tournament. The Chris Reiling, 3.5 out of 5. But I'll cover a lot of content on, tournaments, and then analysis, game analysis. That's what I'll be covering among other things. So I'm really just trying to cover parts of chess that I don't know, and also cover parts of chess or address parts of chess that I know, that sort of thing. What impact has chess had on you, and how did it influence you specifically in your life? Well, it taught me to think strategically, when it comes to anything, life decisions, academics, whatever the case may be, relationships. I'm not talking about relationships as in like dating. Those two. I'm not saying those in terms of me having multiple relationships. But yeah, like obviously if you're in a relationship with someone, then obviously you have to think about certain things, and make the right decisions, and think strategically, but I also talk about relationships where, we have relationships with individuals, maybe it's business relationships that I could be talking about, it just really taught me to be strategic, and the impact that chess itself has had on me is, regardless of the outcome, chess wins. And as much as, maybe certain tournaments may or may not go my way, it is important to just learn from losses and love the game for what it is. If you are doing something, if you're passionate about something and you're pursuing something, and you're really facing challenges, understand that nothing worth having comes easy. You need to push. So chess has really taught me to persevere through tough times and be persistent in achieving what I want, that sort of thing. Hope that answers the question. Then the next question is as follows. Do you get nervous before you start your games? Even now, I get nervous. I've played 180 over the board games, I think. I still get nervous every time, because you woke up in the morning, you left your house, home, whatever, and you have to perform. You have to come back with a medal. You have to come back with prize money. You need to make sure your rating goes up and not down. If you're losing certain games, you're worried about having to make a comeback. Maybe you're losing a game you weren't supposed to lose, and now you can't finish in the top 3. You are now questioning whether or not you just want to walk away or settle for a draw or just play for pride. So like a lot of thoughts just really exist in here, so but I get nervous almost all the time. Really, I do. I'm playing in a tournament tomorrow. I'm nervous for that. You get my point. I'm number 8 on that list, but you know what? I'm just playing in terms of chess. I'm playing because I love the sport. I'm not worried about me being number 8 on the list of that particular tournament or being number whatever, depending on the tournament. It's just a matter of, keeping it cool, playing your chess. You win, congrats. You lose, also congrats, because as much as you didn't get that desired result, you have to learn from it. I think the losses pay a premium when it comes to chess. So I would just say that the impact that it has had on me is to pursue what you want, regardless of what you're facing, Obviously, there are a lot of quotes that I could say here, there are a lot of quotes I could say here regarding to that situation, the famous one, Bruce Lee, be formless, shapeless, be like water. When water is in the cup, it becomes the cup, so basically shape shift and make a way through. Okay. Another question. Do you make friends with your opponents? Good question. Yeah, I do. Like I said, chess is a competitive sport, but as much as it's competitive, it's a game that is classy, It's, sportsmanship is there. You get my point. Even if it's a bloody battle on the board, and no one wants to lose, everyone is like, both of us want the point, but someone has to get it. Then that on its own is a different story because it's on the board. But then off the board, we smiling, we chilling. So I do make friends with my opponents, even if I don't make friends with them, and maybe I see them after a few years. We're like, oh, remember we played each other at that tournament. Maybe SA Open, whatever the tournament was, that sort of thing. So there's never bad blood, when it comes to chess. You will play your opponent, the both of you will give it all you've got on the board. But once the game has ended, there's never a problem, you know. So I do make friends with my opponents. So if they are acquaintances, it's always good vibes. Always good vibes. Then, what's this question? How were your opponents towards you in the past, and how are they towards you now? I think it ties into the previous question. But to answer the question, I would say that, my opponents have treated me okay, and vice versa. There's never any bad blood, The only time things get aggressive and tense are on the board. So, yeah, it's always been reciprocal, You show me respect, I show you respect. Vice versa, like it's mutual, So all is well in chess. All is well, It's all love, all love, all love. Then another question: when did you realize what you were capable of in chess? Ooh, when I won against a high-rated opponent, I would say that was really a highlight for me. That's when I realized, like, oh, there's more I can do. There's more I can do. Like, I mean, honestly, because when I was in the first few stages of my chess career, I would say playing my first rated tournaments, winning against a higher rated opponent. I'm not talking about, understand there's also chess players or people who do not really understand the chess rating situation. If the number is higher, it means you're a stronger chess player. If the number is lower, you are lower rated chess player. Yeah. So yeah, when I realized that I'm capable of a lot more when I started winning against high rated opposition. There was a tournament, the UFH Open in 2018. I was rated 1100, somewhere there, 1100. And I played against someone who was rated 1700, right? I was scared, I tell you. And understand this, scared of the fact that one, this person is 600 rating points above me, number one. So they probably know my every move. Two, there was actually a point in the game where I was leading by a single pawn. And, the position was watertight. I wouldn't say there was a clear winner at that point. I asked the person for a draw, simply because I was scared and the person could see it too. They were like, no, just play on. You've got this, and I just played on really. But I was just like, a draw would be satisfying, honestly. But then push came to shove and I actually won that game. And that's when I realized that, oh, actually, now it's serious stuff. Because in the same tournament, I actually played against someone who was rated 1400 and I won, Yeah. So it was just, I just knew that I'm capable of a lot more, when I really win against high rated opponents. I'm like, yeah, there's something I'm doing right. I don't know what it is, but there's something I'm doing right, And I feel like more victories are coming. More victories are on the way. And, as much as I want myself to win, certain losses will be on the way. Obviously, I want to win more than I lose. But it's a thing of, if you lose, learn from it, Yeah. What is your belief about chess? What is your philosophy? Yeah, what I just said now. Losing, that pays a premium because you learn a lot more from that than you win. Because when you win, you're like, yeah, I won. And you move on. You lose, you ask yourself questions. I probably overthought the variations and combinations. Oh man, that blunder. Oh man, the middle game, this, that. There are so many points that you want to address, at the time. And I really think that analyzing games plays, the point of analysis. When you analyze your games, you'll get to learn a lot more and you'll get to understand a bit more, that sort of thing. Deep analysis is fundamental more than anything. I'm not talking about the other engine. The analysis with the engine, of course. It's a thing of an engine being a good. I'm quoting GM Davorin Kuljasevic when I say this. An engine is a good servant but a bad master. Yeah. So essentially, what I do I would analyze the game, like go into deep detail in terms of analyzing the game, and then I'll just use the engine to tick off what I thought was right when I was analyzing, or what is right when I was analyzing, or during the point of my analysis to say that no, you know what? Since I'm analyzing this and I'm looking at this from a clearer point of view, this is what I would say would be the best variation or the best way to address the game, and then the engine would be like, yes sir, or no, actually, there's a better way to go about things, and so forth and so on. You know, because the engine will always tell you a number +5 or +6 without telling you why that is the case, and you'll find that maybe the position is too complex for you to even realize. But there are too many games that I could name. There's even a quote from the Pawn Sacrifice movie that's like, there are more chess positions than there are stars in the galaxy. So that really tells you the possibilities that chess holds. Yeah, I guess I pretty much answered the question. Then, I think we need to start wrapping up with the questions. When did you start reaching the peak of success in your journey? I don't think I've reached it. Not at all. I still think I have more to offer in the chess scene. I still think, there are more tournaments to win, more rating points to collect, more, and more coming my way. Definitely. I have not reached the peak of anything. Not yet. I've done well. I've collected a few medals. I've caused a few upsets. I've been the upset player myself. I've made mistakes on the board. I've capitalized from mistakes on the board. I'm yet to reach the peak, in all fairness. I'm saying that in the most humble way possible. I have not reached the peak of my success, my chess journey yet. I've not reached any peak of any sort. I still feel like I have more to offer the chess world. And I'm not talking about just playing chess in SA. I've only played chess in SA. I want to play overseas. I want to just do a whole lot of things, do amazing things with amazing people, and just take it further, take the chess game further. And that's the Q&A. That's the Q&A. If you have any other questions, do let me know. As I've said, this channel will cover, it'll cover my past games that I've played over the board, any other interesting content that I bump into. I'm playing in a tournament tomorrow at Boxburg, Ekurhuleni Trials. Hopefully that goes well. I'm just going to give it my best shot and we'll see what happens. Until next time, keep on playing chess. And I guess I'll have to find an outro. But keep on playing chess, I would say. Sure.